Welcome back to Seed to Table. And today I'm just wanted to share with you that I am going to be starting my pepper seeds today. Now, pepper seeds, you have to start earlier than anywhere from 8 to 10 to 12 weeks before you're going to plant them out in the garden, because they take a long time to grow to the size that you would want them in order to transplant them to your garden, especially hot peppers. Hot peppers take extra time, so you want to make sure that you get a good head start on starting your pepper seeds before it's time to plant them somewhere in May or June, depending on your weather. So I'm going to start those today. Now, what I found out last year when I started my pepper seeds was I used these peat pods, and that's these little expandable pods. They come in the little compressed, flat, dehydrated peat pods, and when you pour warm water over them, they expand to this size, or depending on the size that you get. I think these are the 36-inch ones. The tray with the 36 pellets in it. So this is the size that I normally use. You can get them smaller and you can get them larger. But because I plant so many peppers, I plant a variety of hot peppers, a variety of mild peppers, and I also plant what you would consider a hot pepper, but a medium hot pepper. So I plant a lot of those every year. I just love planting peppers, and just to see how, number one, if I can grow them, and number two, just the variety. And you can use pepper in any dish and it'll make it good. So I found out last year that putting them in these peat pods works perfectly than trying to sow them in a regular cup or something like that. These work great for me. What I also found out last year is, as you'll see on some of the directions, they tell you to sow 2 to 3 seeds. I did that last year and wound up with a ton of peppers, a lot of peppers. So what I'm going to do this year, I don't want to waste seed, so I'm going to probably put no more than 2 seeds per pod. And then when I thin them out, I won't be losing so many pepper plants. But you want to do at least 2, because for germination, and that way you at least have, hopefully 50% of them will germinate, and you'll have at least one plant per variety that you're planting. So what I want to show you is, now I've already rehydrated these, and if you can see them here, I've already rehydrated them, and I've started to open them up. So what you want to do once they're rehydrated with warm water, it doesn't take but maybe a minute or so for them to soak up all the water. And then if you have any excess water in your bottom of your container, you want to pour that off, because you don't want them sitting in water. But after that, what I do is you just open them up. They come in these little nets. As you can see, they got these little nets around them, and these are biodegradable. So when it's time to transplant these to your garden, you just take it out and you just dig your hole where you're going to put it, and you just drop it right in there, and it biodegrades. Now, some people will take them off. Last year I took them off, but you can leave them on if you want. So if you see, it looks like this when it's completely hydrated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel this net back some, just to open this up. Okay, and then you can kind of just break that up, loosen that up a little bit if you want, and then you're going to drop your seed in the center there, and then you're just going to cover it up with the peat. And that's it. It's just that simple. So easy. You're not transferring dirt to pots and all of that. It's already pre-packaged for you. And the peat is good too, because it holds water, it aerates, it lets air get in. And there's a variety of these different kind of peat pods. You can use whichever ones you like. No specific ones. So as you can see, I have a ton of peppers here, right? These are all my sweet peppers, bell peppers, and I've got some Jimmy Nordellos in here, and habanada, which is a sweet habanero, if you can believe it or not. it actually looks like a habanero pepper, but it's called a habanada, and it's sweet. Some red macaronis, all of these different types of peppers that I'm going to be planting. The sweet peppers, pretty and sweet hybrid. Okay, now I planted at least one of these last year. I planted at least one of every one of these last year. So, and they all grew, and I had peppers everywhere. So we're going to try that again this year and see how we do. So starting with the first one. Now, you'll want to also mark these, okay? Especially if you're planting different ones, and you want to know what they are, because, you know, once they grow up, peppers look like peppers. All peppers look the same when they grow up. But then the fruit may look different, but you don't know what they are. So you definitely want to mark all of these prior to, you know, when you plant them. And that's something I didn't do. I usually start write my markers out before I started planting, but I didn't do it. But what I'm going to do that. But I just want to show you that I'm just going to take a few seeds, not a lot, and I'm just putting 2 seeds in each one. And I'm only planting the 2 seeds. I'm not planting 2 or 3 pods of each pepper. I'm only planting the 2 seeds. So if for some reason neither of these 2 germinate, then I won't have that pepper for this year, which is okay, because I've got, like I said, a variety of peppers that I plant. So I planted it, and then I just covered it up with some peat, and that's it. These kits that I use the kits, and they come with the top that you can cover them up, which will maintain the moisture, creates like a little greenhouse effect, and it'll help them to germinate. And of course, pepper are hot weather, so you'll have to put them on a heat mat if you don't live in an area that's warm. I'm in zone 7A, so I definitely need a heat mat. We've got snow and ice on the ground right now, so they wouldn't survive without the heat mat. And once they germinate, you also will have to put them under some kind of artificial lighting, unless you have like a sunroom that gets a lot of bright sun that you can put these in, or a window that you can put them in. But I don't have all of those either, so I have my grow lights and things set up that these are going to go under once they germinate. And depending on the pepper, it tells you, you know, this one will sprout in 7 to 10 days. Okay, so you just follow direction on the pepper packet that you're planting, and it'll let you know when your peppers should be coming up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more just to show you. This is called a Jimmy Nordello Italian pepper. Okay, it's a sweet pepper as well, even though it looks like a chili, it's a sweet pepper. And so that's why I say you definitely want to mark these or plant them separate. You want to plant your hot peppers away from your rest of your peppers so they don't cross-pollinate too. So you wind up thinking that you had a hot pepper, a mild pepper, and you wind up with a hot pepper. So as you see, I just got 2 seeds here. I don't know if you can see them. 2 seeds. And I think I'll go this way. That way I keep up with it better. And I'm just gonna make a little indentation there, drop those in there, cover them up, and that's it. Those peppers are planted. And I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest of these. And I'm also gonna be planting, these are sweet peppers, I'm gonna be planting mild peppers today. Mildly hot peppers today. And I'm gonna be planting very hot peppers today, ghost peppers and things of that nature. So using the same process, nothing different. So thank you all for joining me. I hope this helps someone, and I will see you later. Have a good day.